Hey, I'm back. Been a little bit since I've been over here, but I'll kind of show you some of the people. They're all scattered, but I'll give you kind of a look. Sorry about the motorcycle in the background. But I'll turn you around here and show you a little bit. Right there we got Tim from Ridge Life and David from on Homesteading. That's Tim's trailer. And they got their merchandise out. There's Roxanne and Anthony from Country Road Cure over there. And I think Mama V's right there in the white t-shirt. There's a lot of channel names right now. My brain ain't working, so there's White Rock, Tara, and I'm not sure who's by her, but I'll swing back around. There's a lot of people here. I don't know any numbers, but there's a lot of people here. There's more out to the left that I can't show you. Everything's blocked, but we had breakfast this morning and passed out the tickets for the drawings this afternoon. I think it's at noontime starts. I've seen Drew and Lindsay this morning. I've seen Jen and Wiley from Autistic Homestead. There's Jan, Simple Jan Homestead. I'm getting tongue-tied here. There's Neil, used to be Treasure Hunter, now is BNS, BN something Odyssey. There's the O'Rourke's. And met that elderly gentleman right there, center of the frame, and I can't remember his name, but he's a real nice gentleman. And right here, speaking of Wiley, right here comes Wiley, and I think this is back to country. I've seen Mike with Drifting Dreamers 5, I think his name.
That's like my top video.
Let's see, who else I've seen this morning? Seen Brenda from Freedom Farms, and used to be Redbird Farms. And let's see, I know Jesse and Lisa is here somewhere, and I've seen Scott, I think, a little bit earlier this morning. And like I said, I'd drive you around, but this ground just shakes this scooter to death. I'm going to have to check all the boats and stuff by the time I get home. Make sure it doesn't fall apart. They just don't make it real easy for somebody to travel. Let's see what we got coming up here. I don't, oh, there's Jess, Tree Haven. I got to tell you something, without this gentleman here, I wouldn't have been here today. He was gracious enough to come from Fort Smith to pick me up. And that's his friend. And he helped me set my tent up. That's Simple Jam right there. And I do appreciate him so very much for helping me. He was a great help. I had a lot of stuff to load and kind of carried around. He asked me if I was moving. I said, well, you'd think so with all the stuff I've got. And we joked about that all day long. We ran into a bunch of rain on the way up here yesterday, early morning. And so it was cold and it was wet. I had a pretty rough night. My feet got cold and couldn't get them warm. I woke up several times trying to get warm, trying to bundle up a different way to stay warm, but There's going to be a lot more going on today. We're going to have that ugly fish contest. I'm going to try to get in it. I don't know the way I feel. I'm pretty tired, pretty worn out. It's taking a toll on me, but I'm going to put around here for a little bit, and I'll come up against anybody with somebody. I'll get back on and show you. So I'll catch you in a bit. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Charles of Following Arkansas Veterans. I know it's been a little while since I put out a video, and I apologize for that, but there's a reason for it, and I'll get to that in a little bit. First, I want to talk about the Mid-America Meetup that I went to this weekend. I'm just overwhelmed with the amount of people that was there. I just didn't know which way to go on it, and who to meet, who, get time to talk to each other. There wasn't a whole lot of time. Everybody was always moving around, chatting to different people. Of course, you probably see me on my scooter. I had a hard time getting around because the terrain that I had to travel on was like driving on a cobblestone road with plastic wheels. It just pretty much jarred the whole body, which wasn't a good thing. But I met a lot of different people. I don't know if I can remember everybody, but I've got a few stickers from people. I give out probably half of what stickers I brought, and some that already had it, but they had an old one or something other. But I'll show you in a little bit what who I got stickers from. I got some shirts and a couple of hats, and as you can see, I'm wearing one right now. This lady, let me tell you, pure Okie, JB, you can't find a better person than this woman. She is generous, kind-hearted, caring, and loving. She does so much for this community. She's so generous. There's not enough words to describe JB. She's one of the best people I have ever met, and I'm honored to meet her. I also would like to give a big shout out and a huge thank you to Jess. I'm wearing his shirt, Tree Haven, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to make it to this meetup because my car broke down about a month before. I hadn't had it fixed yet. Hadn't found anybody to work on it yet. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have made it. He had a chore. I come with baggage anytime that happens. I probably brought more stuff than I probably should have had, and but that's, you live and learn, I guess. We got to joking around about if I was moving out or what, but we had a pretty good time with that. Jess is a good guy. Go over and watch his channel. He's building on a house. I watched some of his videos yesterday, I guess it was, and looks pretty good to me. He's done a lot of work, and he said one day that he may take me out there and check his place out. I'd love to do that. But we kind of clicked pretty good, talked all the way up, and but anyway, Jess, I appreciate you more than you know. Thanks for becoming part of my family. I do appreciate it. I didn't get to video a lot. This trip pretty much took a lot out of me, and I'll explain a little bit of what that's going on. And had a couple of, had at least one not so good night, but the next night I was able to at least get a little bit more sleep. I didn't get a lot, but I don't get a lot anyway. Most of the time, 3, 4, 5 hours at the tops, once in a while more. Not very often. But I had a great time. I love meeting everybody, love seeing everybody getting together and chatting and having fun, and all the food. Oh my gosh, there was so much food there. Sandra at, see if I can remember, the Oklahoma Grammy, and I can't remember Sandra's last name, but anyway, she deserved everything she was awarded at the ceremony. That lady was outstanding. She was a very nice lady. I got to talk with her for a little bit, and the food that she made, the cakes, the fudge and the candies, and oh my gosh, there was so much of it, and she done so much for this meetup. Not enough thank yous can go around to thank her for what she did for this meetup. She was #1 in my books. Mike and Terry, thank you so much, and I was glad to finally meet you all in person. You did a great, outstanding job on this meetup. There's no word to describe the amount of work that y'all have put in. I know what you're going through. I do it with this ceremony mostly by myself. I also want to thank all the other people who helped with the ceremony, with cooking and different things, the speakers. Carrie at Oak, A-O-K, she put on the Ugly Fish contest. She did a fantastic job with it. I was glad to be able to meet her, have a little chat with her for a bit, and hopefully one day maybe she'll want to go fishing. I'd love that if she could. She's a wonderful person. She's funny. Excuse me. I guess I got a little bit of indigestion. But the first night I was there, it rained. Well, the first day, I should say. It rained, and I got soaked from head to toe. My feet were all wet. I was wearing, sorry about that, an alarm on my computer. I got my feet wet, and I likely never got them warm. They got so cold it was hard to even feel them. And I had a pretty rough night that night because the wind was blowing so bad. Not necessarily in my tent, but it made the temperatures much colder than what I expected, and I didn't come prepared for how cold it was, at least to me. I forgot to bring a pair of sweats and shoes and socks. I just had my flip-flops is all I had. So that was bad on my part. Next time I'll learn. I just wasn't expecting those temperatures to drop like they did 2 nights in a row. It was 52 degrees. Second night the wind didn't blow, hardly any, none at all. This might be a little bit of a long video. There's so much to cover about this meetup. It was just totally more than I expected, I guess. This was my first meetup, and I was very overwhelmed. I guess I'm gonna probably split this video. Right after this, I'm gonna show the shirts and stickers and stuff who I got to meet, trade stickers with. There's some I didn't know that was there. I didn't realize it until later. After watching some of the videos, I wished I had got to meet. Some of them that I watch every day. I watch a lot. And so, sorry I didn't get time to get with you. Maybe next time, I'm gonna, hopefully, God willing, I'll be able to make this next one, which is not that far from me again. So it was a pleasure beyond belief that I was able to meet those folks that I watch every single day, all day long, and most of the night. I appreciate your friendship. You're very nice, cool people. I'm glad I was able to meet every one of you. I appreciate y'all's support and subscribing to my channel. Most of them I'm subscribed to just about every one of you. But thank you for your friendship and being part of my family. I don't know, I hope I don't leave anybody out, but if I did, I apologize. I don't know if I can say if there's one particular person that I wanted to meet. I guess this is not in any particular order, but Tony and his wife Angie from our cabin in woods, it was a great pleasure, sir, to finally get to meet you. I loved the time we had sitting and talking. We talked quite a bit and got to, at least had a chance to talk to each other. I guess the next one, still not in no particular order, I'm just racking my brain here. It'd be Jan and the boss, or Kevin, at Simply Jan's Homestead. That woman, I tell you what, she's something else. I'm so glad that I've got her friendship. She's a wonderful person. The boss and I got to talk for a little while, and I enjoyed my time with him, chatting back and forth. One day maybe I can have a little bit more time to sit down and just, do chit chat, spending some time together. That was the thing about this meetup. There was not a lot of time to spend with different ones. Like I said, I had a hard time getting around on that scooter. I was getting hung up on tree roots, pine needles, got stuck in the mud that I didn't see, had to get unstuck. And all big thanks to Ronald, Rebecca Touch by Yarn's brother. He helped me get out of that situation. There was a lot of people that helped me get unstuck. I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but there was some of that I couldn't see, and it got me high-centered, and it was hard for me by myself just to get unstuck, but I do appreciate every one of you that helped. I didn't want to have to travel around on that thing, but I had no choice. Like I said, I'll get to that in a little bit. There's a lot more to it. Let's see if I can think of anybody else. Gosh, there were so many. I got to meet the White Rock channel, and I think her name's Tara, and forgive me, I don't remember your husband's name, but they gave me a shirt, and we was able to talk just a bit. Very nice meeting them. They're recent subscribers to my channel, and I appreciate it. I'll try my best to get over on your channel and start watching some of yours. I've got so many I watch, so please don't think I'm ignoring you, but I'll get to you as soon as I can. I got to meet Mama V for the second time. She's such a sweet lady. She's very strong-minded. I love what she's doing with her cabin. Reminds me a lot of my mother when she's working like that. My mom did a lot of what she done, but not necessarily that tiny house. It's just the way she worked, and she was a hard worker. Never wanted to give up. Didn't really want people helping, but now and then she'd have to ask for it, and that's just like Mama V. I'm glad I got to know her, and I've met her once before at a luncheon over here where I live in a restaurant north of town. Ed at Crazy Ed's Homestead, thank you for all the help you did. He's a good guy. He's willing to help anybody and everybody he can. Go over and watch his channel, give him some support. Same with Mama V and Simply Jam. Got to meet Monica and Eric from Bland's Promised Land. I hope I got that right. Promised Land Ranch, I believe it's called. And she's something else. I was glad to meet both of them, had a little time to chat with them, and I'm glad to been able to meet them in person. They're so funny. I watch their lives when I can get to them, and I enjoy watching them. They're pretty good people. Go over and watch them, subscribe, and give them some support. Who else? I got to meet Mel and Gary from Simple Life with Clean. I was tickled to death to be able to meet them. Would have liked to met them a long time ago and get to know them and stuff. And I thank you for taking a picture with me. Most of these people I've talked about, I got a picture, not a whole lot, but I got a few. But thank you, Mel and Gary, for taking time to talk with me. Gary, I appreciate the time that we had, our time to chat. It was real nice talking to you and meeting you. And I tell you what you guys do just blow me away. Never seen two people work as hard and more as y'all do. You've done a great job on your place. And keep up the good work. I'll put everybody that I've mentioned down in the description, their channel. And I guess I could go on and on. I don't know. Let me think. I got to meet the Robinson Bellyacres, Rachel and Rusty. Oh my gosh, those two. They hurt my cheeks, and I'm talking about teeth, Rachel. And whoever else. I get a kick out of them every time I watch them on Monday nights. It just blows me away, and if I'm in a bad mood, I won't stand it long watching them. Same way with Jan. And there's some others in Bland's Promised Land Ranch. You'll get in a good mood in a hurry, believe me. You'll love watching these channels. They're really fun. Let's see, I got to meet David with Come On Homestead. Didn't get a lot of time to meet with him, but at least I got to meet him in person. Tim from DREWSLENS, thank you, sir. Appreciate your taking time to stop by and talking with me just for a minute. and I enjoy watching your videos, and I'm looking forward to the builds that you're about to do. Keep up the good work, and thank you, and I'm glad I got to meet you. I got to meet Jason with the Crockers, and only got to spend just a couple of minutes with him and talk with him, and what, I can't think of the guy's name from Adrenaline Life, Oklahoma Adrenaline Life. I think I got that right. I got to meet him. Oh gosh, if I've forgotten, I'll do another video. Make sure I mark everything down so I remember. My memory's not that well. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this video, and then I'll throw in the stickers and the shirts and stuff. And I'm also gonna put the pictures that I had a chance to take with different people. So like I said, it's going to be a little bit long, so please watch it all the way through, and hope you enjoy it. And I think you'll see nothing but a big smile on my face on everything. I enjoyed this meetup so much. I was glad I was able to go. And again, Jess from Tree Haven, thank you very much, sir. You was a great help. I'm sorry I had to put so much work on you. So I'll get back with you in just a little bit and explain what's going on, why I have to be in that scooter, and I don't know if you're interested in that, but that's going to kind of describe why I don't have a lot of energy and be able to get up and do stuff. So I'll catch you in a little bit. Hang in there. It won't be too long. Okay, we're at I'm going to show you the stickers and some of the things I got. Didn't get a whole lot, but let me turn you around, and I'll show you the stickers first, and then I'll have to take you over and show the shirts. And there's one more thing that I'll mention here after I do this. It's not much. I'm proud to have it. It was a nice thing that I won, but let me turn you around and start on these stickers. I'm going to do them all at once to save some time on my video. It's long enough, so instead of doing one by one. Left, we got the Mid-America sticker. Then you got Scott was rambling with brooms. I got 2 stickers and a button. Next is DREWSLENS, Tim. And then we have Pure Okie, JB. And then we have Dale and Lisa, I believe it is, with 9 Acre Farms. And then we got BN US Odyssey, which is Neil, used to be Treasure Hunter. And then we got Tiny Nugget, Tiny Farm Nuggets, excuse me. And we'll come down here and we got Back to Country. Then we got Full Blown Country. I got 2 stickers of his, 2 different kinds. Old Man King, Charles and Brandy at Pafford's Homestead. And then we got back Justin, I believe, Back Roads Freedom. Thank you, Justin. And then we got Ed's Crazy Adventures. And then we got Butler Family Farms. I got a sticker, a button, and a guess it's a business card. And then we have Jason and Tara, White Rock Homestead. And they've got a scan thing there if you want to scan it. I don't know if you can. And of course we got cold beer, just in case you forget what they look like. That's what they look like. And then last but not least, we got Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. I wished I had more, but it didn't work out. And then I got a cup from Tony and Angie from our cabin in the woods. And then Mike gave me a Mid-America cup. I sure appreciate those. And hang on. It ain't much, but it's, as you can see, I got a towel over it. Sorry, it's just a koozie. So let me take you over here to show you the shirts now. I'll be right back. I forgot one thing here. Sorry. I'm going to zoom in. We are the Garden Girls. Debbie Flander. I think that's what that says. I can't hardly read it, but thank you. Appreciate it. And I'm subscribed to, I believe, every one of them. So I guess I'll pick one. Is Jess in Tree Haven. He's the one that was gracious enough to come over and let me hitch a ride to the meetup. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to go, and I would have been very unhappy that I couldn't have gone. So thank you, Jess, more than you know, and thank you for your friendship. Now let me turn these. Hope you can still hear me. I'll try to speak up. That one is Our Cabin in the Woods, Tony and Angie. There's Full Blown Country. Pretty and Pooch. And on the back it says Full Blown Country with the YouTube's logo. And this one here is Gillum Farms. And I won this one and a hat. I'll show you the hat in a minute. Let's see. I'll get it right here. Let me just put it beside it. Right there. I got that hat and the shirt. I won it in a giveaway that they was doing. And I'm not very lucky at winning most of the time. I have to have long dry spells. And then the last one is Jason and Tara from White Rock Homestead. And on the back of their shirt it says everything gooder. Oops. Everything gooder on the ridge, and they've got a scan to discovery deal that where you can scan their web page. I mean, it'll take you right to the web page. And the other hat that I got, oops, about lost my house shoe. This is JB. Let me get it straight where you can see it. Pierogi. I was wanting one of these hats, and she's kind enough to give me one, even though I asked for one, but I didn't know if she had any left. Thank you, JB, appreciate it. I always wear hats. Any of them I get, I wear them. So I got one more shirt I almost forgot about. I'll have to stand year round here. Okay, here's a shirt. I guess as far as I can zoom out, I guess I'll have to just to back up just a little bit. Well, I might have to tilt it down, I guess, and zoom in a little bit. See how that works. It's the Mid-America t-shirt. Ordered it from Mike and Terry. Thank you. And so that's about it. Hope you enjoy this video. I'm sorry if it's so long. I just had a lot to show, a little bit to say, so I thank you for everything. Appreciate, enjoyed, and it was a pleasure meeting everyone at the meetup. Met a lot of people, and a lot more than I thought. I didn't get some stickers from people, but that's okay. One day I'll get some. And I'm sorry if I missed anybody in this video. Please don't be offended. I'm kind of going by memory, and things that I've gotten watching the replays of the meetup and stuff. So if I forgot you, email me and let me know. Say, hey, you forgot to put me in your video. So I guess I'll sign off here. Y'all have a great day, and hope you enjoy the rest of the video. To the problem, and I hope it explains. It's not what I would like. I would like to be able to be more active. I'm not sure what's going to happen after this or what, but I'm going to read a little bit here. I'm not going to go into too much. There's a lot of medical terminology that I can't read, can't pronounce. But there's one thing here. It says the kidneys are both diffusively enhanced. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll have to check into that, I guess. In a nutshell, I have stenosis throughout my lower extremities. I have soft plaquing of a lot of arteries in my lower extremities. And I guess their main issue right now, two of them, one of them is I have some blockage at, I think it's called the renial, R-E-N-A-L or something like that. That's the artery that goes to my kidneys. And also with the other plaquing and stuff, it's affecting my legs to the point to where I don't have a lot of feeling in my legs and feet, mainly in my feet. I can feel it in my legs too, but last night, or I know at least a couple of days, not at the meetup, they did pretty good. They weren't the best, but my feet fell asleep or went numb, both of them, from my knee all the way down to my big toe. And I could barely feel my feet when I was walking, so that's not a good feeling. I couldn't even tell if I got my shoes on right, my house shoes or whatever. I gotta have a procedure done. It's kind of like what they do. They put a stent in your arteries in your heart. It's basically the same thing, and I've gone through, I can't even tell you how many of those I've gone through. There's so many of them. But now I've got to have it to, I guess, get that stent in there by the kidney to open that up to where it doesn't cause any problems. And they did say that if I don't have this procedure, that I will lose my legs, and by losing my legs, they'll be amputated. So this has to happen here pretty quick. It'll be sometime this month, and I'm sure within the next week or two. I'm not looking forward to it. It'll be an in and out, outpatient, I think to call it. So, if you wanted to know why I was riding that scooter all the time there at the Mid-America Meetup, that's the reason why. I can't walk very far anymore. My legs and stuff give out totally. It's just like I have no, I guess the best way to explain it is if you exercise too much and your muscles get all tensed up and there's nothing left in your legs and it just, you give out, you have nothing. And if you don't sit down, you're going to fall down. And that's pretty much what I do just by walking a little bit. Standing up, can't do it very long. Same thing, but more with my back, lower back than anything. All that is affected from my waist down. So that's the problem I'm going through, and that's why I say I hope I can make the God willing, that I can make the next meetup. I didn't want people to think that I was just lazy driving that thing around. There's a reason why. And that's why I didn't get to meet a lot of the people, because just moving on that scooter around that terrain, it was just really hard on my body. And so most of the time I just had to sit there and listen and look around and talk with people when they do come by. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. I'm sorry it's going to be so long. Hope you watch all the way through. So hopefully I'll get to meet everybody and more people next time. So everyone have a great day, have a blessed day, and God bless.